if you're forcing yourself to be excited and happy all the time, and if you're pretending that you've already manifested your dream life, but deep down you feel disconnected, or if you're obsessed with being high vibrational and happy and ignoring your pain, well, then you've been influenced, not awakened. Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm here to help you de-influence spirituality, because we've all been there too. Okay, let's get straight into it. I'm gonna start with the myth of manifestation, because you may have been sold the idea that spirituality means getting everything you want, from wealth to fame to love to the dream body to the soft life to being your feminine and having a guy who treats you amazing. But here's the truth. When you're chasing a desire from a place of lack, you're not manifesting. You are compensating. Compensating for what, you may ask? Well, nothing but your ego, your wounds, and the void you have inside of you, which is quite existential to hear. But the way the ego thinks is that it says things like, if I have a car, the body, the Birkin, I'll feel complete. Of course, this is on a subconscious level, and it's not exactly like this. This comes in forms of patterns and choices that you make. But the void never gets filled that way, because manifestation is not magic. It's alignment with who you are at your core. And before you are a body, a human, a CEO, you yourself, your gender, before you are any of those, you are a soul. You are the light inside of you, the essence of yourself, before any identity or labels that you put on yourself on this earth. When you're grounded in your essence, you're enough. Life flows. You act from intuition, not desperation. A higher intelligence emerges from within you when you listen to yourself, when you come from a place of stillness. Because it is not exciting to sit with yourself, to sit with your triggered nervous system, but that is your higher intelligence emerging. And that is when you give space to your essence to come out, when you let your mind do what it's designed to do, which is to perceive what's happening in the present moment, and you let your mind do what it's supposed to do, and you don't make it overwork by trying to predict the future, trying to replay the past. It's not about that. And when that happens, you live in response to your soul's guidance, not your fear of being left behind, your fear of abandonment, your fear of death, your fear of losing, and all of the fears that you have within you. And suddenly you don't chase, you magnetize. You can chase until you realize that chasing is not good. Absolutely, you do what you want, but you still magnetize. Even when you don't actively manifest something specific, a goal, you're still manifesting. Because if you look all around you, everything is alive and everything matches you perfectly. And if you think it doesn't, either take a deeper look at yourself, within yourself deeply, or wait for something amazing that it's already on its way. For example, maybe once you let go of something and then it shows up effortlessly, that's alignment. I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, I used to play the piano. I wouldn't say I was the best, but I was doing it. I was playing the piano. I was passionate. When I play the piano, I'm in this creator mode where I feel complete and I just do it, and I feel like I am where I'm supposed to be. I stopped doing that, and years later, suddenly I wanted a piano. I wanted a hobby. I wanted to do something that fills my soul. I wanted to be in creation mode again, especially after I got stuck in a pattern and a routine. And I remember 2 weeks ago, I was like, I want a piano. Where's my piano? I wanted it for so long. 1 week after, guess what happens? My father got a piano for me. He didn't buy it. His friend offered it because he was giving away his piano or something. Either way, he ended up, guess where? In my office downstairs. Pay attention to the signs. Life is fair. Healing. Healing is an aesthetic, apparently. Social media has made healing look beautiful. Journaling with incense, soft morning light, perfect routines. But real healing, it's not always cute. It's crying in the shower, it's rotting in your bed for 3 days in a row without showering. It's resisting old habits. It's relapsing to old bad habits. It's choosing to feel instead of being numb and repressing. Healing comes in so many unique, different forms, different and complex forms. But you are not broken. You don't need to be in your healing era forever. You don't have to create an aesthetic and an identity out of it. I've met personally people who are in their healing era and they identify with that stage of their life and they stayed in their healing era. They stayed with the identity of being broken and because they found comfort in it. But you are not broken, and healing happens in real time. It happens day by day. It's not, you don't take 1 week or 1 month out of your life, or you put your whole life on pause and you focus on healing. Although it may work for you if you choose to do that, that's absolutely fine. But true healing does not need to put your life on hold. You do not have to pause your life. You can do it day by day, because even if you do an intense healing exercise within yourself, and it might work, healing happens when the moment when a pain arises and you choose presence over avoidance. Healing is needed because you have negative energies that do not serve you, or energies that do not belong to you, and you have them trapped in your body, which many times can cause illnesses, and it causes so much physical pain. These pain bodies, they get activated whenever something triggers you, and no matter how small it is, whenever something triggers you, that is when you have to put your awareness into it. Feel it, grieve it, know the root cause of it if you need to. If not, just let it go, because all of these energies, they get fed off of more of the same pain. So whenever you get triggered and you feel and you're not present, and you let yourself fall into the subconscious level of the way you would normally react to those triggers, that is when the pain becomes more and more catastrophic to the way you want to live your life, and it stops you from living your true free life. You'll feel like you've released something heavy inside of you, and this happens every time you live your life. You go through challenges. Congratulations if you go through challenges and you're growing, and that is one of the beautiful things about being human. Now, life changes when you change. I love to say this, but life changes so fast. Decide right now to shift your energy in one area: your relationships, your self-worth, your health, anything. Change one thing about the way you think or the way you react to things. Change one thing about your belief system. Do one tiny change in your life, and you realize just how quickly things will change in your life. A week from now on, the moment you decide to put your foot down and change something, no matter how small, you will see the shift in your life and the way things change so fast. Inertia and routine stagnates growth. You're not supposed to be waiting on the universe and God and creation, because you already are everything. You already are creation. You're so extraordinary, so powerful, so beautiful at your core. You do not need to wait on anything. You don't have to become a waiter in this life. You're not a waiter. What you're doing is you are living the life that you are choosing to live first from within you. And people don't realize how fast life changes. Trust that things do work the way they are supposed to work. Trust in the balance of everything. Trust that everything is working at the way it's supposed to be working. Trust that you are supported. If you are unworthy, if you are meaningless, if you were not supposed to be here, if creation would have been unconditionally supporting you, you wouldn't have been here. You wouldn't have been existing to begin with. So trust that you are supported. If you have so many problems and you don't know where to go, what to do, if you're feeling energetic, if you feel like nothing is changing in your life, then breathe and just ask for help from creation. And because you are always supported. Follow the signs. Follow the signs. Stop saying life isn't fair. Life is fair. It literally mirrors your vibration. If you keep saying nothing works out for me, you create proof of that over and over again. But if you shift into curiosity, into play, into gratitude, suddenly life responds with magic. Life is fair. The creation is fair. Everything is fair. Trust that it is fair. And trust how you are being rewarded every single day. Just notice it and be grateful. Your challenges were never punishments. They're literally part of the contract your soul agreed to. So you can expand. You can expand, you can live. Don't let all of these illusions on this earth and all of these programmings to stop you from living your life freely, as if the world is literally a playground. And you're your own teacher. I've recently been watching some kind of like YouTube teacher, whatever, and I showed my dad. My dad is can pick up really quickly on energies, and I asked my dad, I said, Dad, is this guy really positive or negative? Is he manipulating? Whoa, should I keep watching? And he did try to focus and see how that person is making him feel, but he did not tell me anything. He said, don't let spiritual influencers replace your intuition. He said you'll meet a lot of people online who will sell a course, will sell your future reading. You cannot predict the future ever. That's a lie. That's fake. There'll be people selling things to you. You will be paying for people to analyze you, and you never know. You never know what kind of people are selling things or just reading online, because spirituality seems to be a marketing technique nowadays. Don't seek salvation outside of yourself. You are your own teacher. Look within yourself. You do not know what entities are out there trying to trick you and live off of your energy. You do not know what contracts you're falling into subconsciously without knowing. You do not know the vibrational state unless you're training yourself. So train yourself to develop your senses, to develop your intuition. Do not trust words, because that will be just your mind trying to understand spirituality. But creation just is. You do not need to understand it. You just are. Your mind will never understand these things. Your mind is not designed to understand things from the future. Your mind is not designed to understand things that it cannot understand. Let your thoughts cool off. Let your mind cool and chill. Put your thoughts aside and take a deep breath, because you're not supposed to overwork your mind with so many thoughts all the time. Like, what are you doing to yourself? Let your mind do what it's supposed to do, and you let your essence come out instead and communicate instead of your ego and your mind. Yes, sometimes a phrase you hear online might resonate, a book might open your heart, but the ultimate wisdom is within you. You are your own teacher, and you do not need to ascend or to go in a different place to understand things. All you need is to return to presence. Okay, so if you've been influenced into bypassing your emotions, into chasing a dream, into chasing a dream self, actually, instead of just meeting your real self, let this be a reset, a refresher. You are at the perfect time, perfect place, exactly the way you are supposed to be at all times. If you notice things are not the way you want to be, change that. Let them go. Manifestation is also about letting things go before you are focusing on what you want more of. Spirituality isn't a performance at all. It's not influencers. It's none of that. It's not crystals. Don't put anything above your own essence. Don't believe that crystals are more powerful than yourself. Don't believe that burning sage is more powerful than you commanding the room to be clean. You are the most powerful thing about your own life. It's presence. Be present. Don't let yourself be distracted by social media and all of these dopamine enhancers and stimulators that you have, movies and video games. Don't let yourself be distracted. Be present. Be aware. Live every single second with full awareness and enjoy it to the fullest, because life is definitely short. So short. But of course, if any of these things work for you, crystals, vision boards, manifestation hacks, you do you. But just so you know, you are the one that activates those things. You are the one that puts energy into those things. You are the one where the energy comes from. You make a vision board, you are the one putting energy into it to make it real. But if you don't have a vision board and you still want one of those things, it will still happen, because you are the essence within yourself. You just need you. Yeah, that was it. I don't know if I shared everything I wanted to share, but love you all.